Okay everyone, welcome back on the Flickr 98 channel, and now after seeing Aubrey S. 1987 and IMAX Nation 1980s video on their Disney VHS tape collections, well, since I already showed mine, I decided to do the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection titles since I have the most of them. Yep, we're gonna go like how Aubrey S. 1987 does it, when the films were theatrically released in the movie theaters before it came out on VHS, because I think it would be a little bit easier that way. I know when all the films were released. I don't know what the dates were, but I know which ones were. But anyways, let's get started. We'll start off with this first one. The first one that started a Masterpiece Collection would be Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. This film was released somewhere in December. I think it was December 7th or 8th of 1937. I'm not too sure, but I know it was the month of December. And this was Walt Disney's first animated masterpiece, and this was a huge box office success due to when this film was released in other foreign countries. And I have to agree with this one. This is a great movie. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs is a very classic film, very good movie. I don't know where this ranks on my top favorites list right now, but it is somewhere in there. It's not my all-time favorite Disney movie, but it is still a great classic. It's a good movie. See, there's Snow White. Okay. Show you the tape with the ink label. Print date is May 30th, 1994. That was just the day after my birthday. And of course, there's some copies that has the 1986 Herschel Mickey logo. This one's one of those copies. I know Aubrey Aubrey S. 1987, he's no longer Aubrey Man 627, he's now Aubrey S. 1987. He also has this tape as well, but his copy has the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection instead of the 86 Sorcerer Mickey logo. But it's still under the Masterpiece name. So yeah, there you go with Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Next animated masterpiece is Walt Disney's fourth animated masterpiece, Dumbo. It's a 1996 Masterpiece Collection VHS. This was the very first Disney film that was very short, and of course this was an edited version. This was the very first Disney animated film to be featured on the Disneyland television show back in the early 50s. This was shown in also Alice in Wonderland as well. And I think this is one of Walt Disney's one of his favorites. I know his personal favorite is Bambi, which I do have. I'll show that to you in a minute or so. And what do I think about Dumbo? It's a pretty good Disney classic. I think this ranks on my top favorites list. I'll consider it one of my favorites, because Dumbo is a good movie too. I know not a lot of people like this movie, including a lot of teenagers don't like this film, but I still thought it was pretty good. You know, with the animations and songs. I know Home of the Good Guys, aka Chris from Brooklyn, he thinks this is a baby film, but I have to disagree on that. This is actually a little too violent to be a baby movie, so you get my point. Use the tape. Print date is January 18th, 1996. But yep, Dumbo, good movie. I can't wait for this film to be released on Blu-ray. So happy. There you go for Dumbo. Alright. This next Disney animated masterpiece is Walt Disney's personal favorites and his personal best, Bambi. It's the Masterpiece Collection from 1997. And I like this movie too. It's a good movie too. I actually, to be honest, I have not watched this film in a long time, so can't really say much about it, but I'll say for now it's good. Okay, here's the tape, variation tapes with the ink label. It's the first time that Bambi would use the ink label, and also I think this was the very first Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. Oh no, this was the second Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection tape to use the THX logo. Here's the tape. Print date is December 18th, 1996, so this is an early pressing. So I'm gonna have to watch Bambi again sometime, and I'll give you my full opinion. When I first saw this movie, I actually liked it, because, you know, it was a Disney film that I actually never saw before, but but I have seen this film a couple times, and it's a pretty good movie. Bambi. I would consider one of Walt Disney's best, too. Next up is The Three Caballeros. This is a 1995 VHS, part of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. And, of course, this was the very first, this was actually another Disney film to have live action in it. It's 72 minutes long, but it feels longer than that. And The Three Caballeros is a good movie too. I personally recommend this movie. I don't know where this ranks on my top favorites list or not, but still though, it's a good movie, nonetheless. Very good Disney film that Walt Disney did. Here's the tape. Ink label on there. Print date is July 28th, 1995. I remember the last time I watched this, which was back in July of 2009. But when I first watched this a long time ago, I actually liked this movie. I thought it was a good movie, and I would probably still like it today. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where this ranks on my top favorites list or not, but still, nonetheless, Three Caballeros, good movie. Alright. Alright. This next one is another packaged film. This is Fun and Fancy Free. It's a 1997 VHS for the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection, 50th Anniversary Edition. And I've seen Fun and Fancy Free too, once or twice, I think. And I actually thought this one was good too. You know, I think Mickey and the Beanstalk was a lot better than Bongo. Although Bongo was okay, but Mickey and Beanstalk is more fun. Bongo didn't really make too much sense to me, but here's the tape. Print date is June 19th, 1997. Yeah, I think Bongo was more of a ripoff to Dumbo a little bit, I think, but there you go. I don't really have much to say Fun and Fancy Free, but it's okay. Okay. This next Disney title in the Masterpiece series, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, 50th Anniversary Edition. This was the last Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection title. I know this was also released in the Gold Classic Collection as well in 2000, which was a year later after this released. This is I think this is a 1950 film, or it could be from 1949. I'm not too sure. I think it's from 49, and I have not watched this film in a while either, so I can't say much about it. When I first saw this film, I thought it was okay. Tape with the ink label. Print date is April 6, 1999. That was printed on my dad's birthday. There you go for this one. Don't really have much to say about it. So dear to my heart. This is a 1994 VHS with Bobby Driscoll and Burl Ives. I had this since 1994. Most of these Masterpiece Collection tapes I had for a while, except for Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And I have not watched this film in a while either, just like I said for Three Caballeros, Fun and Fancy Free, and Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. But when I first saw this film, I actually kind of liked it. I mean, like, I wasn't really too thrilled with it too much, but it was good. Print date is August 20th, 1994. For some strange reason, this uses the Sorcerer Mickey logo instead of the Masterpiece Collection logo. Now, a bunch of early Masterpiece Collection copies use that, and this is one of them. Okay. Next up, we have another Disney animated classic, Cinderella. It's a 1950 film. It's the spine, back. Sheer Joy, Enchanting, says USA Today. And this is a pretty good movie. And of course, yep. Okay. I know this is one of the source of DVD/VHS's favorites. Here's the tape with the ink label. Print date is June 7th, 1995. There you go for Cinderella. Now here's a film that's going to be out on Blu-ray next month. Actually, next week, actually. Alice in Wonderland. It's a 1995 VHS. I saw this film a bunch of times, and I thought it was. And Alice in Wonderland's not bad. It's a decent film. I know Walt Disney was not too impressed with this film. He wasn't really too thrilled with this movie as much, but this was okay. It was pretty fun. And of course, I know Walt Disney was not too impressed with this film when it was first released in 1951, and also showed on the Disneyland television series. Birthday is November 29th, 1995. So yeah, the Blu-ray version of this I'm not going to be getting because I think Dumbo should have been coming out first, because since Disney scheduled that one, but not everything can go my way. But still, Alice in Wonderland, nonetheless, okay movie. It's a good movie. Alright, next up, we got another Disney anime classic, Peter Pan. It's a 1953 film. It's a 1998 masterpiece tape. And Peter Pan's a good movie too. I don't know if this ranks on my top favorites list as of yet, but I don't know. But still, Peter Pan's a good classic. Pretty good movie too. And of course, I think Walt Disney was not too impressed with this film either. But here's the tape with the ink label, the print date, January 24th, 1998. There you have it for Peter Pan. Next one, Lady and the Tramp. This is a 1955 film, and this was the very first Disney animated film to use the Buena Vista logo, and the first one to use the and also this was the very first Disney film to be in widescreen. Pretty cool, if you ask me. And Lady and the Tramp is a very good movie too. It's a great classic. And yep, the songs and everything are pretty cool. This tape. Print date is July 24th, 1998. And Lady and the Tramp, nonetheless, good movie. Okay. This next Disney tape is 1997 VHS of Sleeping Beauty. And this is a good film. It's a pretty good film from 1959. It's actually not one of Walt Disney's best. I don't think he was also impressed with this film either. But still, Sleeping Beauty was okay. You know, it wasn't Walt Disney's personal best, but, you know, not everything can go his way. And nothing could go my way either, because this is a good movie too. I personally liked it. Print date is June 19th, 1997. I have a bunch of masterpiece tapes that has print date from June 19th. There you go. Next up is one of Mr. Biggest Disney fans' favorites, his second favorites now, 101 Dalmatians. And 101 Dalmatians is a very good Disney classic. Great movie. It's one of my top favorites. Spine. The back. Here's this was Gene Siskel, and it is a pretty good movie. Special bonus exclusive Mouse Works feature starring Pluto. Okay. Show the tape with the ink label. Print date is January 30th, 1999. There you have it for 101 Dalmatians. This was next to last Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection tape. Next up, we got Sword and Stone. It's a 1963 film, and I believe this was the other time that this was released on video, I think. I don't know, but what do I think about Sword and Stone? It's a decent classic. It's a pretty fun Disney movie to watch, though. You know, what really wasn't Walt Disney's personal best, but, you know, it was still pretty good. Pure Disney Gold, says the New York Times. And, of course, it was a pretty good movie. This was Disney's weaker film, and of course, this film was such a mess when this film, yeah, This film did not do so well at the box office, but just tape. And let's see, let's take a look at the print date right now. Print date is August 5th, 1995. And of course, this is a good movie too. I personally recommend. I personally think Sword and Stone's a great classic. You know, the songs and the animations were pretty good too. Okay, this next one's one of my personal favorites, Mary Poppins. This is a 1997 VHS. I know a bunch of YouTubers has this. I think NWB1989 does, and a few others. Walt Disney's Crowning Achievements is Leonard Maltin. And this is a fun film to watch. Mary Poppins is pretty good. Walt Disney's greatest anime masterpiece. It was a huge box office success. This had nothing was wrong with this film because this was a good movie. It was a great classic. Everybody loved it. Print date is July 19th, 1997. And of course, The Poppins, good movie. Love it. Here's one of my newer all-time favorite Disney film, The Jungle Book. It's a 1997 VHS, 30th Anniversary Limited Edition VHS from 1997. And of course has a memorable music, imaginative adventures, a treat for all ages. Dixie Walty of WCVB TV ABC Boston. And Jungle Book is a very good movie. It also has a free music booklet of this film, but I don't have it. It also has the making of at the end of the film. This was Walt Disney's last anime masterpiece before he passed away. See, print date is August 14th, 1997. And there you go, Jungle Book. Next up, we got The Aristocats. This is a 1970 film. And I know this film did not do so well at the box office. Probably because Walt Disney passed away. After Walt Disney passed away, the Disney company didn't know what to do with this film. And I couldn't blame them because this was a great classic, I thought. It's fine. It's back. Bursting at the seams with rib-tingling fun says Entertainment Today. And Aristocats is a good movie too. I don't know if this ranks on my top favorites list or not, but it's still pretty good. This tape. Print date is March 11th, 1996. Very happy for The Aristocats. Great movie. And I think The Aristocats is next to The Jungle Book for the jazziest. Now here's a film that everybody thinks that's a Mary Poppins imitation, even though it really isn't. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. This is a 1971 film, part of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. Got this at a garage sale back in May of 2010. Has the same credit as the 1989 tape. And Bedknobs and Broomsticks is pretty good. I don't know if this ranks on my top favorites list or not, but it's still a good movie. I don't think this has nothing to do with Mary Poppins, because Mary Poppins is a really great classic, and so is this one. This one's pretty good too. Fun to watch. Tape for the ink label. Print date is February 25th, 1995. There we go with Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Now next up we got Robin Hood. This is a 1973 film. I know Robin Hood's not really the best Disney film that was ever made in 1973, but I thought it was pretty good. It's somewhere ranks my top favorites list. It's my number top 10. I know Mr. Johnny V 1993 doesn't care for this movie that much, but I think it was a great classic. Although it did have some bits and pieces of animation in here from previous Disney films like The Jungle Book, The Aristocats, and Snow White. This tape. Birthday is July 10th, 1995. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Robin Hood. Great movie, great classic. Here's another fun movie too, Pete's Dragon. This is also the Glen Reaper 08's all-time favorite Disney movie. And Pete's Dragon's a fun movie to watch. Great movie too. Just front, spine, the back. Yeah, this is a great movie. I watched this back in August of 2009. Print date is January 19th, 1996. There you go with that one. Next up is a 1977 film of The Rescuers. Oh, Pete's Dragon was also released in 1977. This film was also released in 1977. I think it was... Actually, I think this was... I think this was made right after Pete's Dragon was. But I'm not too sure. And Rescuers is it's a pretty good classic. I know some people like the sequel better, but I don't know. I never saw the sequel yet, so I can't say much about it. But Rescuers is still a good movie. It's one of the Glen Reaper 08's favorites. His print date is February 13th, 1999. And I know that Chris8488 also has this. He got this from Martin S5 1989. So this is a good movie, Rescuers. Next up, we got one of my other favorites, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is the good movie with compilations of shorts with Winnie the Pooh shorts like The Honey Tree, Blustery Day, and Tigger 2. I like the Honey Tree one the best. And probably my least favorite would probably be Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore, and A Day for Eeyore. Even though it wasn't featured on here, but still, I can care less. And also, I just learned something cool recently. That Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2 was released into theaters in December 20th, 1974, along with The Island on Top of Something. I forget the title name of it, but this is a good movie. This ranks on my top favorites list, probably top 10. Sticker label. Print date is February 10th, 1996. It's also a 1977 film. Although Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2 did okay, but I like the Honey Tree one the best. Up next, we got NWB 1989's favorites, The Black Cauldron. This was released in 1985. This film was released in 1985 and wasn't released on home video until 13 years later. I think it's also the Luigi fans' all-time favorite Disney film, too. And Black Cauldron's pretty good. It's a pretty fun film to watch. It's not my all-time favorites, and it's not my top favorites either, but it's still a good movie, nonetheless. Date's June 19th, 1998. Alright, we're almost towards the end, so let's get to it. Next up, we got Oliver & Company. This is a 1996 VHS, and it's a 1988 film. That was the year that my cousin was born. And Oliver & Company is a pretty good Disney film. It's decent, but, you know, it's another Disney weaker film, but I still thought it was good. Has good music in here by Billy Joel, Bette Midler, and Huey Lewis. I like Billy Joel the best, and I do like Bette Midler too. I don't know who Huey Lewis is, but Lewis is, but I do know who the other two are. Print date's July 23rd, 1996. I don't know if Oliver & Company reached on my top 10 favorites list or not, but oh, as for the Aristocats, I know this film ranks on my top 10. And also, this is a good movie too, Oliver & Company. We're almost done here. Next up, we got The Little Mermaid. This is a 1998 VHS, part of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. And, of course, Little Mermaid's pretty good too. Print date is February 14th, 1998. And The Little Mermaid is a very good movie too, don't get me wrong. It's a great classic, but you know, it was the very first Disney film to be part of the Disney Renaissance. Next up, here's the all-time favorite, greatest, The Lion King. This is a tremendous film. One of my favorites. I think this ranks on my top 10 or top 20. Because this is a good movie. This is one of the best Disney films ever made. This tape with the ink label. It's not rewound all the way, but had this since 1995. Print date is January 20th, 1995. Love the music in here by Elton John, if those of you who love Elton John. Here's one of my least favorite Disney films, Pocahontas. It's a 1996 VHS. And I know Pocahontas is not the all-time favorite, greatest film ever made. I know it's a favorite to V-Ron Loves the Jobbers 92. But I don't know, I thought it was okay. But anyways, here's the spine. The back. Tape with the sticker label. Print date is January 5th, 1996. And Pocahontas. An okay movie. I can take it or leave it. Okay, this next one is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is a 1997 VHS. I know this is a favorite to IMAX Nation 1980 and Film 017 Forever. And I can't really blame them, because Hunchback of Notre Dame is a very good movie. It's a little bit underrated, but still, I can care less. This is a good movie. Okay. Let's tape the sticker label. January 16th, 1997 is the print date. There you go with this one. Now, here's one of my other favorite Disney films, Hercules. I think this ranks on my third favorites list. I think so, but I'm not too sure, but I'll see. Here's fine. Back. Hercules is a very good film. Really fun. Print date is December 28th, 1987. I have one more Masterpiece Collection tape. That is Mulan. It's a 1998 film. And Mulan is a good movie too. Part of the Disney Renaissance. Print date is February 5th, 1999. And that's it with my Disney Masterpiece Collection tapes. Thought I would never get done with it, but yep. Because, you know, I don't need to make multi-parts anymore. So, anyways, that's it with my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection tapes. Hope you'll enjoy them, and stay tuned for my next video, which should be up very soon. Hope you have a good day.